Here in college, we face many things such as adversity that challenge us to become our best self. One of those things being
Rejection, going out for different positions and hearing no.
Coming into college from high school or getting ready to graduate, maybe find a place to live, get a job, start grad school.
Figure out who the traveling five are going to be.
the academic stress, finding balance between school and other things.
Let's talk about balance and focus on that for a little bit. Balance is one of the main things people tend to struggle with and deal with in college. Sometimes it gets to your mental health and it's just too much to handle.
An example of that is Tashawn Caldwell, who is involved in 6 organizations. Also being a student as well as also balancing your personal life. How do you make all that work together?
So it's all about prioritizing, having a routine, setting limits, boundaries. So basically, if I know, for example, if I have schoolwork comes first.
College is a huge transition time. So for a lot of students, it's leaving home, being completely independent for the first time. A lot of times it also means moving. It can mean trying to find a new group of friends. So there's lots of life transitionings all happening at the same time.
She is right. There's a lot of college transitions happening at one time. Sometimes joining these groups will help with the stresses of being away from your family, fear of being lonely. You can be around people that have common interests with you if you join these student organizations or go to these college campus events.
What is the reason for you being very involved on campus?
Oh, when I came to Troy University or college in general, I knew that I wanted to get involved and heavy because I knew I wanted to do certain things in life. And so with me being involved on campus, I knew those would elevate me to put me in positions to where I could elevate myself in the future.
If you ever don't know what to join or know what's going on, just pay attention to the walls or the staircase throughout the campus. You will see these flyers and posters about what you can do and go to. I would also like to point out sometimes these things revolve around mental health.
I also want to bring my attention to student athletes because at times we don't look at them as students. We just look at them as athletes. They are student athletes. They are students before they are athletes, and they deal with mental health just like everybody else in school.
I'm Caitlin Altice, and I'm a senior here at Troy University.
Okay, what's your major?
I am risk management insurance, minoring in leadership, and I'm on the women's golf team.
All right. So my first question I just want to ask, as an athlete on campus, what does your schedule look like?
Yeah, we're pretty busy. We start out in the mornings at 6:30. We do workouts 4 days a week. Then we go to class 8 to 12, depending on the person. And then we go to practice 1:30 to about 4:30.
Her schedule sounds busy, but could you imagine having to compete against your teammates too for a spot on the team?
We do qualifying as there's 10 people on the team or 9 people on the team, and we have to figure out who the traveling five are going to be. So on top of practice, we play a lot of rounds, upwards to 8 qualifying rounds before we get into season. It's a competitive arena at that point, and not necessarily nervous, but you gotta play well to make it.
Just imagine trying to balance that, trying to maintain your academic success and going through practice every day and then having to fight for your spot on the team. And then afterwards, trying to have a life outside of both of them.
It's just a lot. I would say you really got to stay on top of your stuff and, keep it all in perspective, compartmentalize. If you take it all at one time, you probably want to crack. But, it's just, you got to take it all at a great assault. Being an athlete comes with a lot of expectation. Planning and time management are key. Sometimes it's not as easy for some people.
She is right. Sometimes it is too hard to handle. It's different for everybody. Some people even lose their fight with their mental health and commit suicide. It's a hard thing to say and to talk about, but it's the reality. And this is just not college. This is just life in general.
We know some rates specifically of suicide with college students. We know some differences across different populations within college. But one of the biggest things that we can do to help is, and there's some organized trainings you can do. So things like QPR, so question, persuade, refer. I had to think about what it stood for a minute. Those are trainings that lay people, so people who aren't involved in mental health at all can do, to just get some skills to, if you have a friend, a peer, or if you're like a faculty member, a student that you're worried about, some skills to be able to like reach out and ask if they're doing okay, help them if they're not doing okay, and then resources to refer them to if needed. And I know on my side of things with faculty, I've done some research specifically around like training faculty and admin to recognize warning signs, because that's one thing that we see on college campuses is outside of a department like mine, it's counseling, and we work with that.
And we are thankful that Troy University has the Student Counseling Center where students can book an appointment and talk about their mental health needs.
So here at Troy, on our main campus, we have like the standalone counseling center, and we've had some students here in our program actually intern there, and they do a fantastic job of getting students in and offering counseling services to them. I do know that our counseling center has done a great job of trying to add additional services, add some telemental health services for students who can't get in for an actual session to sit down with the counselor. So I will say that I know across the board, like the College Counseling Association is talking about how much this is hitting college campuses, but our counseling center and the director that's over there is doing a really great job trying to advocate for students and make sure all students who need services get them.
I get it. Going to college is scary. It's a big transition, but you still have to be able to maintain and keep your mental health to a point where you can make it. We have these services that will help you out. You have these organizations that you can join. We have a lot of things that can help you out. Just look at these people that were interviewed. Just look at the video in general, and hopefully it gave you a different and a new perspective on it. And with that being said, thank you for your time.